This says, no challenge, but I wanted to say that Graham's story about his first CT scan was straight out of my own cancer journey, and this person says 4 years cancer-free. Congratulations. I don't have a name on this, unfortunately, but congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know which story that was, the first CT scan. I think it was maybe when they were like, we're going to put this thing into your IV. It's called the contrast, that it goes through your blood so they can see it in the scan. They're like, it's gonna feel like you peed yourself.
Oh, I had that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't make you pee yourself.
Yeah. But it sure does make you feel like you have to.
It just makes your groin area feel. It makes it feel warm and wet. It's weird.
Can you though?
Huh?
Can you?
I guess you could if you wanted. I don't think they'd appreciate that.
It's a good excuse.
In the machine, yeah.
In the machine.
This is a challenge right now.
No.
Challenge denied.
Desert piss for hope.
Thanks, Jordan.
You invited me back. That corner invited me back. For some reason.
Yeah, we did this to ourselves.
Put a plastic bag over that with a little cup, and you can actually distill your own water. Make it through the desert on that horse with no name.
And then I did tweet. I'm just gonna arc back.
Yeah,
here. I did tweet the other yesterday actually about having a PET scan during which I fell asleep. My tweet was probably because their instructions were wake up early, don't eat anything, then go lie down motionless in the dark. What I failed to add on top of that is that you're also going to be under a heated blanket inside a white noise machine.
Wow.
It's just.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm out. I was like,
That
sounds
all right, your
like
scan's over. That's great. Can I just stay here for another hour?
Yeah. Also, because I got they put the IV in. They can't use the PICC line for this stuff. I don't know why. For the stuff that they need to put in you for a PET scan, and then you have to sit there for 45 minutes while it goes through your system, and then they can put you in the machine. And the person came in and put the radiation in me, and then was like, okay, you got to sit here for 45 minutes. I'll turn the lights down. You can just relax, and then we'll take you into the machine. By the way, how's prep for Desert Bus going? So if you're watching, thanks for your for your work the other day. It was a bit of a whiplash.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, hi. Yeah, what's up? How's it going? So, thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, the places that I occasionally get recognized for this very, very, very niche internet thing.
Yeah.
As I was telling that folks earlier, I was getting an eye exam, and it was all right. 1 back to 2, 2 checking 3, 3 back to 1. Are you doing Desert Bus this year? Excuse me, what?
The person who inputs my vacation time into the system is the fan at work who So, hey Shannon, if you're watching.
Nice. I recently got my eyes checked again for the first time as it turns out, for the first time in 7 years.
Wow.
I didn't realize it had been that long. And they've gotten better.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
can
like,
happen?
Yeah, I was like, really? Is that what? And they're like, yeah, it happens sometimes.
Huh.
It's still like a little off at distances, but it's better than it was, which is weird. So that was neat. Better or worse?
Better or worse? Zeta?
Yeah. Which is better, Mic 2, Mic 5? Mic 2, Mic 5.
5 back to 2.
And I think we want to make it clear that the lesson that folks should take away from this is you should still feel free to say hi to us. Just mention it at the start.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if
Always
we
say
react
hi.
poorly, it is usually because we have been caught very off guard, and we promise it's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I reacted poorly in this instance, but again, I was tired and hungry, so who knows?
Let's just look up.
I got an interesting message last night
Yeah.
that a border guard was saying, hey, there was a bunch of Desert Bus people I let into the country that a friend that I haven't talked to in years, I guess, recognized these people when they came to the border and said, what are you doing here? And they're like, well, we're doing this thing called Desert Bus. Oh, I know what Desert Bus is.
Oh my goodness.
So they got some better entrance, and I made a joke about contraband they had on them and that she shouldn't have let any of them in. But
Don't make those jokes.
Good to know
Making
we're
it
on a
fun.
list.
Yeah.
Cheesemo in chat says, I saw Matt at my shop today and he tried to shrug off his trip as visiting a few friends, which I did until they called me out. I was in
Because if someone doesn't know what Desert Bus is, there's so much explanation.
I know,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was in a hobby shop, right?
You
Like
made
I
a
was
video.
looking at Gunpla. Because of course I was. And I walked up to the counter and I'm like and I'm like, I'd just like to check out because I was just buying some sanding sticks. And they were like, oh, are you part of our loyalty club? And I'm like, well, I'm not from Victoria.
Give them my number.
I probably should, I don't shop here often enough. Then it's like, but actually, I have purchased online. Maybe I should be. And that fully got called out. It's like, you're not here visiting some friends. You're here for Desert Bus. I'm like, yeah, I am. You're right. Got me.
Yeah.
I just stopped wearing Desert Bus shirts to chemo treatments because there's so much small talk, and so
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh my god, let me explain all of this."
You just got to memorize your narration from our 2015 video or whatever.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
the
go
point of
Continue, yeah.
feel free to say hi. Just say it beforehand. No. There are some medical examinations. I would prefer that you just keep it to yourself. I don't want to know. Beforehand is going to make it way more awkward for me.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I just don't want to know.
Yeah.
So just certain medical exams,
That's
I
fair.
appreciate that you enjoy it. Please don't tell me.
I really want to say it's fine to tell me after, but I know it'll come back to haunt me.
Yep, don't say it.
No. I had one last week. I think it was the weekend before Desert Bus. Not a medical exam, apologies.
Sorry.
Did the chat get you?
No,
Such a
it's-
good
no,
name.
they brought because we
that?
were discussing mice and stuff. They put IO chat
Chat.
on the thing.
Oh.
They just brought that back.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, I had a moment where I went to Games in Action up at UBC.
Oh yeah.
As a local semi-academic game conference because a bunch of my friends were running the Heart Projector Arcade, and there were a few folks speaking there, including upcoming guest Victoria Tran. And I walked into the arcade and saw someone who looked vaguely familiar and who clearly recognized me when I walked in. So I walked up and started chatting to them because I was like, oh, okay, this person was wearing a mask, I'm wearing a mask, so there's also the you can only see part of each other's face. And as soon as I walk up and start talking to them, I realize that I don't actually know this person. He knows me from Desert Bus. But we're both in the local Vancouver games community. We wound up having a really good conversation for 15, 20 minutes, which included oh hey, you're wearing a hoodie from a familiar game studio. And he just goes, oh yeah, no. I have no idea how I would even start a conversation with Matt. Because he's in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, he was just like, oh no, it would be awkward because we're coworkers or whatever. And I was like, no, Matt would appreciate that. It's not a medical exam, it's fine.
Yeah. At least one of my direct reports, who I manage day to day,
Yeah.
knew me from Loading Ready Run before I joined the company.
There you go.
It's fine.
As long as
I
you're
appre-
the one initiating the conversation with Matt, it's probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
If you get a meeting request from Matt, that's when you need to.
I appreciate that I am having 2 new direct reports on board to my work on Monday while I'm not there. And I have posted about Desert Bus in that channel, so there's a non-zero chance that, for both of these 2 folks, their first impression of their new boss is going to be this.